Okay.
Welcome back to Limestone.
I don't sound like that.
Hey. Alright, guys. Welcome back. Another episode.
You've done it. All right. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Limestone Podcast. I am your host, Patrick, and today I am again joined by regular co-host now. You'll be here every week.
Co-hosty.
Co-hosty, that's you. What's your name?
Co-hosty. It's Nicole.
Yeah, joined by Nicole. So today we're going to talk about, last week we did the chubby bunny thing, and then I think we spoke about kind of your history with relationship with food.
Yeah, and
then like social events and stuff, right?
Yeah,
a
bit of that. Just a bit of
everything nutrition-wise. So if you're struck with nutrition, go have a listen to that episode. It's a good episode. But today, I listened to a podcast this morning, and they spoke about Sundays. And now everyone gets Sunday scaries going into Monday. I mean, like, especially if you've had a bad Sunday or you haven't done anything, going into Monday, be like, oh, I've fucking done nothing today. Tomorrow, I'm going to have so much shit to do. So I want to talk a little bit about Sundays and whether Sundays you should be, like, we can have a little bit of a debate. I think we'll probably have the exact same take on it. But whether someone should, like, do nothing on a Sunday or they should have some kind of schedule on a Sunday of what they do.
What do you do?
I think it varies. So I'm never very one for exact routine on a Sunday. At the moment, it's making sure that I prep my meals. So actually, the way I've structured things at the moment with my food is I run out of food on a Saturday. So I have to go to the supermarket, buy food on the Saturday, and then go prep it on the Sunday. So I try and aim to do at least one productive thing on a Saturday so that I don't feel like I just wasted a day sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
But I'll prep for the week ahead. And then that'll be my one thing. If I've got other things to do, that's a benefit or that's a bonus. But I try and do at least one productive thing to set myself up for the week.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. It changes. It depends. Depends on the week. And what social things I have on the weekend. If I know that I'm going to have, doing things Saturday and Sunday, I don't like Sunday to feel like such a big rush because it's like the day of rest. But I want to go prepared into the week. So sometimes I'll be lame and I'll do groceries on a Friday night. I love groceries on a Friday night.
Because no one's there.
No one's there. And then if I'm doing like a weekly shop, I don't know, I just seems to always run out of stuff by Saturday, regardless of the day I do it on.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Get into the dregs of the food by Saturday.
Yeah. And then I've at least got all my groceries. And then if I do a bit Saturday or even just Sunday, and it goes into the week a lot easier. Then I hated doing groceries on a Sunday, putting it away, organizing the food, because I don't cook for the whole week.
Oh, because you cook day by day pretty much, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, this week I've been doing like 3 lots, as in for a few days.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it feels like a chore day if you have to do too much. So spacey get out, sort of like what you do Saturday.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. I kind of like doing chores on a Sunday though. I don't know why. I feel like it's a day that I can be the most productive because I've got no work responsibilities that day. Yeah. I don't do anything work related on Sundays. It's all like, oh, I need to go mow the lawn, or I need to put the washing away, or fucking scrape the dog hair out of the carpet. That's the bitch of a job. That's they flip a coin of who gets to do that in the household.
With you and Brie.
Yeah, because it's the worst. Like, we got like this rubber brush. Originally, because I would vacuum over the top of it, and I'd have to go over like 6 times to get the dog hair out.
Do you have that metal thing?
No. What we found was originally my dad was like, oh, if you use some rubber, like a bottom of a shoe, you can just scrape along the carpet and it would catch all the dog hair and take it out of the carpet. Oh, wow. So I was doing that for a while. And then for Christmas, because now that I'm 25 now, I don't get toys anymore for Christmas. Like, Mum buys me actually practical stuff.
Yeah, like jocks.
Step ones every year without fail. I've got like 20 pairs of them just from Christmas and birthdays. That's the one thing I ask for every year. But she bought me a rubber broom.
Oh, is it good?
Yes. It has like a broom on one side, broom bristles, and then like a scraper on the other. And for the longest time, I've been using the broom side. And I was like, oh, this is pretty good. And then one day, I just don't know why, I was just like, I'm going to flip it over and try the scraper side. And this was on like Wednesday, and I did it in half the time.
Oh, wow.
God, how lame is that?
I know, I was just going to say, that's why I was laughing, being like, is this what life has come to? I mean, you get excited when you get new gadgets. It's like, I was buying new pots and you were like, who the fuck buys nice pots? And I was like, nah, get excited about it. And then I went to High Point for something. I think I was just doing like clothes shopping and you're like, you're not going to buy more pots, are you? You're going to the kitchen.
Yeah, you're right. Now
Now that you're a big boy.
that I'm an adult and I have to pay for all my own shit, it's very much getting excited. Like when I get, even if it's something small. Like what did I buy after our cooking video? Was it our cooking video?
Yeah, you bought a new pan.
I bought that skillet thing.
And seasoning.
Oh, I thought I was a proper adult then. That was a good day. And I still use that thing religiously. I use it to cook vegetables now because it crisps them up more.
Say that word again.
Vegetables.
You said it.
I said it like vegetables. Yeah. Old episode, old reference.
Oh, gosh.
But I think like we'll come back to Sunday routines in a minute. We'll stay on kitchen gadgets for the moment. But
what's your favourite kitchen gadget? Sorry, just interrupted.
Ooh, that's a good question. Probably the air fryer at the moment.
Oh,
I think that's not even a kitchen gadget anymore. That's like better than an oven.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Excluding that, probably my NutriBullet. But the one I've seen lately, I never use TikTok for personal stuff. Only time I'm logged into my account, which I've posted on maybe like 4 times, and then the Limestone account, which is where I post all the reels to, all the videos. And that's like, so I listened to a podcast the other day and they were talking about the new Ninja ice cream maker thing. Oh, I cannot wait. I'm so excited to get one. And then I was like, I thought nothing of it and I just listened to that podcast. And then I went to my mum's a day later and my sister was there and she's like, have you seen this new Ninja creamy thing? Mm-hmm. And I was like, no, what's that? And then it reignited this thought that I had from this podcast. And then she showed me her TikTok and it's just filled with recipes for this thing. And then now I re-downloaded TikTok just to look for recipes for it. But it's essentially an ice cream maker that you're going to be like, I've got 20 gadgets to do this. But you put whatever you want in there. So like you go get your almond milk or whatever, your coconut milk, and put your protein powder in there. You put it in the freezer and then you bring it out the next day and you bang it in this like blender looking thing and it turns it into soft serve.
Could you do it in a normal NutriBullet?
I don't think it'd give you the soft serve consistency. You could do the same thing, but this has like a mixing function. It's just like an overpriced ice cream maker, and I want one because now I don't have to drink fucking protein shakes. I can just blend them up and have them as ice cream. So I can have like my oats. I have oats every morning. I could do that. Like my meals would become ice cream 3 times a day.
You'd just be.
I'd be the ice cream man.
Like when people are in the hospital and they get put on certain like meal plans. Yeah, you'd be on the slush and the mush.
Oh, that's a disgusting sounding diet. The slush and mush diet.
Put your kangaroo meat and rice in it.
Yeah, freeze it and bring it into soft serve. Oh,
it'll look like shit.
It already does look pretty bad. But I was like I figured that I'd be able to just take my my protein shakes, take the Oreos from my oats and put them in, and then I would just be able to make like high protein
Oreo McFlurries.
30-40 grams of protein.
You're just
like
a
20 grams of carbs and like 6 grams of fat.
Delicious.
Genius. Best invention ever. I haven't bought one yet, but
when are you gonna buy it? That's the question.
Well, they're like $300, so I could buy it now, but it's gonna be my Christmas present to myself.
You're gonna wait till Christmas?
Well, you have to wait 6 weeks to get one anyway.
6 weeks?
Because TikTok got a hold of it and they're sold out everywhere.
Oh, and see, I just don't have the patience if I can't have it now.
Well, that's what I was looking at. I was like, oh, this place has it for an extra $60, but I can get it tomorrow. And I was like, do I really want to spend the extra $60? No, I'll just wait. It's like I don't need it that much, but we have a big air fryer, like with the big oven door ones. I bought that when I moved out because I was like, I'm going to bulk cook everything in this air fryer. And then it's just an inconvenience to clean. And because like the air fryer function, I originally thought that it would have like an oven where it has multiple trays that you can put things in. But when you put on the air fryer function, it only heats up the middle of the oven, not the top or the bottom.
Why?
Don't know why. No clue.
Are you sure you're using it right?
Yeah. I was originally using it and then I cooked chicken on the 3 rows and the top 2 and the top one and the bottom one weren't cooked, but the middle one was. So I was like, well, this is kind of redundant now. I can only cook one thing at a time. And then my sister, she moved back home and she's like, do you want an air fryer? She was just offloading all her shit. And I was like, yeah, I'll take a second one.
This one easier to clean?
Yeah, it's just one of the basket ones, but it's the same. It's like it'll fit the same amount of stuff in it, but it's easier to clean and it doesn't take up. Like the one I had was like this by like this.
And it's like the one with the door?
Yeah, it's huge. And it took up like half the bench space. And because our house doesn't have a massive kitchen bench, it was just an inconvenience to put there. So we essentially, because Abe can get up on the bench and like rip stuff off. So if he gets bored, he'll just rip the rubbish off the bench. So we had to, originally it was so high up that we just put the rubbish on top of that and then we would take it to the bin the next morning. But it just became a rubbish dump.
So what's the other function in this thing?
It had like 8 or 9 different settings of like, it would be like an oven, it'd be an air fryer, it would cook different foods. It had a bunch of different functions. That's why I bought it, because I thought I could like cook 3-4 kilos worth of chicken on different rows.
Is this when your oven wasn't working?
No, this is way before that. Did we tell that story? Did I tell that story on the podcast? I told you about it.
Well, I don't think we ever got. You never came back. We told the story, and I said that there's a switch in the back.
Yeah, and turns out, like, so we thought for months our oven wasn't working. So we're telling the landlord, hey, come out and fix this, fucking fix the oven. And then turns out I just pushed a pot in too far one day and it just flicked the switch off. And I didn't know there was a switch back there until you told me. I went home that night and I'm like, I'm going to check the switch. And sure enough, it was off. And now the oven works fine.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
See? You're finally an adult.
I'm
you
an
learn
adult
these
now.
things. Where do you think those things were plugged in?
I had no idea. Even at home, I rarely use the oven.
Do you use it now?
No. Air fryer. Air fryer or pan.
Yeah, but you can cook so much more in an oven quickly.
Yeah, but I don't know, this is back to Sunday routines. This is how we'll segue back into it. When I buy my meal prep for the week, I buy already the pre-diced chicken. A little bit more expensive. I think it's like, it's marginal more expensive, but...
I reckon it's a lot more expensive.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like $11 a kilo.
Yeah, I swear it's like $11 for 1.6 kilos.
I don't know. If I have to I don't have to squabble over $11, but if it saves me 40 minutes of cutting chicken up, then I'm happy for it.
Is there a NutriBullet that cuts chicken for you?
There should be. There should be. But I just chuck it all in the pan and put some like seasoning on it and then it's done.
Just a man of few.
No, I get like the pre-made packet sauces.
Yeah.
Like the satay chicken one, I'll just put that on top. I won't even track that.
You don't track it?
No, because it's like 8 grams of carbs a serve, and it serves 4 people. So that
is it really only that much? But satay would be fat.
Maybe not the satay one, but the one I had was like 8 grams of carbs a serve, and there's 4
like the sprinkle sauce, not like the sprinkle sauce.
Yeah, I put hundreds and thousands on there.
The spice mixes.
No. These are like
sauce.
Yeah. So it's like 32 grams of carbs divided by 7. It's an extra 4 grams of carbs a day, and half of it's burnt off in the pan anyway. So I don't really track it. It makes the food taste better. But yeah, like the air fryer, we put that in the garage. That's now a garage ornament. And then now we have the newer one that's a bit smaller and more convenient. We have so much more bench space. The kitchen looks bigger now. I can fucking prep in different stations now. It's pretty good. But yeah, that's my little weekly update. What about you? Did you do anything new this week?
Do anything new? Doing anything new? I've gone blank.
What are you doing this weekend?
I have my sister's engagement party.
That'd be good.
Yep, so I went out and bought a dress. Guns look good.
Yeah, that's the most important part.
Just in the mirror flexing.
Yeah.
Other than that, playing some golf.
Oh yeah. Where do you play?
Depends on the week.
Do you change different? Do you rotate through different clubs, or do you go to a new one every time?
We're trying to go for a new one. Go to a new one every time, but then there's not that many.
After a while, you're going to run out.
Yeah. So we played at where we parked for the last 2 weeks because the first week we did it, it was bloody windy. My ponytail was up here, which helped on one hole because the wind was behind me, so it went very far.
Yeah.
And then we played last week. It didn't play as well, but you know. What about you?
Open for inspections for my house. Trying to sell it.
What?
Every Saturday for the last 8 weeks, I've had people 10 a.m. every fucking Saturday. You're gonna clean the house more.
No, are they selling? Where are you gonna go?
Well, they made the silly decision of letting us re-sign the new lease and then try and sell it. So we're in the house for another year. So anyone who buys it,
unless they actually sell it though, then you get it's like 60 days notice. Since when?
Since we went back and forth with them about it.
Really?
Yeah, we can leave whenever we want.
Yeah, but you'll just the new people will just sign on to have you in there until the end.
Yeah, they're trying to find a investment person. Investment person. That's their
someone to take over the investment.
Yeah, them. So they're trying to find like an investor, but if they find someone that wants to live in it, essentially they can't move in until we move out.
I just don't like that because what if someone's going through your undie drawer?
Well, they're not. I put all the valuables away. But
Yeah, but still,
they
I'm
can
a
go
bit
through my
nosy.
They can go through my underwear drawer. There's just going to be underwear in there. Like, they're all clean. I got like my holy ones that I sleep in. But like they were like, oh, no one's buying the house because it smells like dog. Like, well, you let us get a fucking dog. That's what happens when a dog is in the house. The house will start to smell of dog after a while. But that's not.
But
the
then
reason.
until you get the carpets and that cleaned, like, and everything's out, it's your belongings that will smell.
Yeah, and I'm not paying a professional cleaning company to come in through every Saturday to clean the fucking house.
Oh no.
No, I just vacuum and it is what it is. They said just open some windows with their solution to the problem. Like, I don't
Just
care.
burn some incense.
Well, that's what we do. I just like, there was one day I got up late and I was like, fuck, they're going to be here soon. So I quickly just chucked, like, we hadn't done washing yet at that point. So we do like washing every couple of days. So we had a bunch of washing sitting there. So I chucked it in the laundry bin, not the laundry bin, the laundry sink. And then I just put a towel over the top of it. And just hid all this shit. And then we had like dishes and stuff everywhere. And I was like, fuck. So I'm stacking them on top of each other. And then I put them in the cupboard, in the pantry. And then I just put all like the cereal boxes and stuff in front of it.
You've not grown up since you were a kid. You know, when your parents were like, clean your room. So you thought you were real smart and just shoved everything into your cupboard.
Yeah. But this was like because I had a big night and I slept in and I woke up late. And then the solution, instead of like going, because we spray the carpets with the carpet cleaner and vacuum over the top of it so it smells fresh. I just ran around with a little fucking squirt gun and just like sprayed some, essentially just sprayed some nice smelling shit everywhere. Yeah. And that was probably the day that they complained that no one's buying the house because it smells like dog.
So
maybe you're over fucking pricing it.
Maybe you're cutting some corners, Patrick.
I don't care. They're supposed to be paying me $30 every inspection. They haven't done that yet.
Who are these people? Let's bill them.
Well, I'm going to send them an email because they're owing me about 8 weeks. Oh, it's 8 times 3.
240.
There you go. So
No,
that's what,
8, 16, 24. Yeah, 240.
that's what they owe me. But yeah, that's going to be my weekend. And then Sunday, I'm going to meal prep and get everything ready. But I think that like it just comes back to not feeling, I don't want to feel lazy on a Sunday. I don't mind not doing much. But as long as the things that I do in the morning, especially in the morning, in the evening of Sundays, don't even bother calling me because I'm not going to answer.
Are you playing games?
It could be whatever.
What do you do at home? Tell me.
What do I do at home?
Games.
Not really. Not lately.
Watch TV?
Yeah. No, I don't even watch TV.
What have you been doing this whole time?
Our TV, none of our TVs are plugged into antennas. Like, we don't have TV.
But do you need to? Do you need it?
To watch like Channel 7 and stuff, you need to be plugged in.
Watches free to air.
Oh, like I'll watch Netflix. Yeah. I'll do something like that. But I mainly just watch YouTube channels of like people training and stuff like that. My life is pretty mundane when it comes to outside of work. Yeah, I'm pretty boring. I'll watch updates on things and I'm not a very eventful person. I don't go anywhere.
But what do you do at home? You just watch YouTube videos.
Yeah.
I need a play of your weekend this weekend.
Okay, so essentially what I'll do is
as in this weekend when it's happening, I want you to film it and send me
I'll just
updates.
text you every time I do something new.
Yeah.
I'll be like, watch YouTube for 4 hours this morning, something like that. But yeah, it's mainly like I think the plan for this weekend is going to be sort our cupboard out of just like clothes because there's just shit everywhere. And it pisses, like, Bree's going to be real mad, but it pisses me the fuck off that I have to like dig through fucking piles of the same white shirt that she's got to find some of my clothes.
Why aren't they hanging up?
It's an amazing question. All my shirts are hanging up.
So then why would you have to dig through her stuff?
Because she doesn't hang them up. She just puts them all in a nice little pile and just then throws them in the cupboard.
You know what a clothes hack? So Will and I, when we do the washing.
Yeah.
When he does the washing.
Yeah.
He puts them straight on coat hangers and then he dries them on the coat hangers.
That's not a bad idea. That's a good idea.
It's the best thing ever, and it doesn't leave them crinkly. And you just because we have them, we don't have like normal. You know when you put the clothes on the drying rack, we just have like standing racks. Then you just got them all ready to go, and then you go straight from.
That's a good idea.
So you're not double doing it.
That's a good idea.
You don't like double dipping.
I like that. Big up Tim. I like that's a good idea. Do you not have a dryer?
I don't like to put certain things in the dryer, like. Undies go in the dryer.
I
socks.
abuse the dryer.
Yeah, but everything shrinks like t-shirts and stuff. I don't like it.
In shape though, it'd be good. All my shirts would be smaller. Walk around with tight
Have I
shirts
gotten
all the
bigger?
time.
Is my shirt just tighter? That is the hack.
Yeah, I should go back to like we do have a closed rack, but I like the idea of putting them on hangers. So they're wet. You wash them,
Yeah.
they're wet. You put them on hanger, they dry.
Yeah.
And then you just hang them up in the cupboard.
Yeah. Straight away. So you're not having to like.
Oh, that's such a good idea because I fucking hate folding clothes.
Yeah, I would do it with my pants too.
Oh, that drives me mental. After this, I'm going home to go buy coat hangers because we've got some, but yeah, that's a good idea. I like that because at the moment it goes from dryer to couch, then the couch gets folded, half of it doesn't get folded, and then every morning it's like, get up, have a shower, walk down to the couch and put clothes on and leave.
Well, your electricity bill will go down too.
Yeah, that's expensive. It's like $173 a month is what I pay.
Oh, ours is very expensive.
There's 3 of you in the house. Is there
Yeah,
not?
and we just have lots of power, lots of air conditioning and heating.
Hydroponics farm.
No, they do have them where I live though, I reckon, because there's the helicopter, the
That flies
infrared,
over.
the thermo
Yeah.
helicopter.
Yeah.
You can just hear it going.
Watching
That's a
for
good
them.
helicopter noise.
That's a very good helicopter noise. That's a really good idea. I'm gonna go try that because I got to do washing tonight. I hate washing. If I could pay someone to just do my washing, I would.
You can. It's got a dry cleaners.
Yeah, but then I gotta take it somewhere. If someone would just come to my house and let's just say I paid them, I don't even know what.
What it would be worth.
I don't know what it'd be worth because they'd have to do a lot of fucking.
They
washing.
do. So, like, I've known like someone to have a cleaner,
Yeah.
and they're like cleaner takes their clothes to the dry cleaner, and then they just pick them up from the dry cleaner.
That's not a bad idea. Mum's got a cleaner for her house. Just because.
So start dropping your clothes off at your mum's house.
Oh, she'd wash them, but I wouldn't do it to her.
No, you're a big boy now.
Yeah, I'll do my own washing. I don't have an issue with the actual washing. I just hate doing it. It's just an inconvenience. If I had the money, I would just buy new clothes every week, I reckon.
You just need to like turn it into a game. Time yourself.
Oh, I'm pretty quick at it.
I don't think you could. I don't think you're that quick.
Well, I just have to put them in the washing machine, pour the shit in, press start, and then I run upstairs and get the next load, and then I run back down the stairs. But the
Cardio.
yeah, that's Mum had a cleaner. Well, she's had them for years. She's gone through like 3 different ones. So the one that used to clean Reese's house is from Mum's house.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then I think she was going to come do here, but then she stopped cleaning. So we got a new lady to come clean the gym. But yeah, we had like, she gets her to come every fortnight. And my grandma, right? She has a cleaner as well. Same lady that cleans my mum's house. Now, what you pay her to do is you say like it's either per time or the amount of rooms. So like, could you please mop the floor of all the tiled areas, then just do a vacuum of everything and just dust, whatever you got to do, then clean the bathrooms. So my grandma will mop the floor, vacuum it, and then pick everything up off the floor so that the lady comes through and there's already a clean house. So she's just taking them for a fucking ride.
Yeah.
She's like, oh yeah, I mopped the floors. They look really clean. $150, thank you. So,
Yeah, but that's on your grandma.
oh yeah, it's her own fault. It's her own fault. She's like, she doesn't want to have a messy house with
It's
someone
like-
coming over
Yeah.
to clean the messy house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is, yeah. I feel like a lot of people do that.
I don't. You best believe I don't.
Well, you don't have a cleaner.
I don't even, yeah, but I would deliberately leave mess, being like, oh, the cleaner's coming tomorrow. That's
It's like, I've put this crumb here. Let me check if they've picked it up.
yeah, check it off my check. Yeah, good job this week. Good job.
Note to self, don't become Patrick's cleaner.
No, please do because I need one. I will pay you. Yeah. You also just got to clean up a lot of dog hair. That's where most of the time is spent.
The dog hair.
Finding the fucking dog hair. Because we have gates that stop him going in the front room. So we have like, originally it was 1 gate. Now it's 2 gates. Now it's 2 gates, a chair on the front, 2 chairs on the front, 1 chair on the back. Because he's smart enough that he knows if he just smacks at the corner long enough, the whole thing will just fall down. He'll just walk through. Or he'll just get so excited that he'll just like charge straight through it and then go into the front room. And the front room is like, dogs aren't allowed in there if we're in there. Because we've got our like, I don't even know what size, a 75-inch TV or whatever in there. Like this one. We got this one. I think it's bigger than this one. Impulse bought it. Hardly ever use it.
Yeah, you just watch YouTube.
Hardly use it. But we have that in there and he gets all excited and he's knocked his tail into it a few times and I'm just... I'll fucking strangle you. But then he would like knock all the clothes everywhere that I spent time folding. So, yeah.
So now when you put the clothes away.
He won't be able to do it. I will go home tonight and I will try that coat hanger idea. I like it that much. That's such a good idea. I don't know why I didn't think of it before.
Just don't have the brains, Patrick.
No, I don't. Will's got him though.
I taught him about that.
Oh, I taught him about that. It was all my idea.
Yeah.
No, we'll just say Will did it. Good.
Okay, Will did it. Shout out to Will.
Shout out to
My
Will.
boy Will. You know what my favorite, back to the kitchen things.
Yeah.
egg beater. So when I make my overnight wheat bix,
Yeah.
you know, like how on the videos everyone's always making one at a time. Nobody's got time to fucking spoon mix the yogurt mixture and the powder.
Mm.
I do it all in one go.
Are these the ones you've got out here in the fridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So I just put like, I don't know, a kilo of yogurt in the bowl and then whatever.
And then you just portion it out by 7 or whatever.
Yep. And beat that bitch up. Nice and smooth. And like obviously the yogurt just lasts all week in the fridge. I don't make the whole week's worth of overnight wheat picks.
Because it'll get soggy or whatever?
I don't think so. Like I've had up to 4 days and it's fine, but
yeah,
just mentally I'm like, no, you can't do that.
Oh, that's a good way of doing it, preparing in advance. I've had a bunch of clients ask me, how do you make your overnight oats or overnight wheat bix? I've never had them before. I don't make them. I was like, oh, I got to find a recipe online.
Actually, another hack. What I've been doing is I hate crushing the wheat bix because like the crumbs get everywhere. Yeah, so I've been opening the whole box and crushing the whole box into a container. Of doing it. So then every time that I make it up, just 30 or 45 grams.
Just tip it out.
It's like cereal. Yeah, I mean, it is cereal, but
smart.
Not bricks.
Yeah, no, that's a good. Do you I do that with my Oreos because I crush up my Oreos in the thing. So obviously today you saw me snap them up, but normally I'll get the bag and I'll just punch the shit out of the bag.
Yeah, and it's done.
Tip it in.
Also, I suggested that for a client because she said, how do you stop from eating all the Maltesers in the bag? Because she was having Maltesers and ice cream. I was like, just crunch it all up so it's like a sprinkle.
That's a good idea. Yeah,
rather than like, I don't know, you'd have to feel pretty gremlin to start just spooning the crumbs in. I feel like that.
You got to get to it. There's a level of point of where it's past the craving if you're going to eat the crumbs out of the.
Yeah, you're probably hungry, girl.
Yeah, it's like when you go to the. You probably can't do this, but when you go to the fridge at 2 a.m. and like eat the shredded cheese out of the packet.
What do you mean? I love doing that.
You can eat shredded cheese?
Gluten, not dairy.
Oh, I thought you were dairy intolerant too.
No.
To be honest, like the amount of allergies that we go through talking about you, it wouldn't surprise me.
No, I love cheese. I just go in and have sliced cheese.
Yeah.
Stringers are the best.
Yeah, I have to feed Abe cheese. Every time we get the cheese packet out now, he knows about the cheese tax.
The rustling?
Yeah, well, he knows what the cheese bag looks like.
Let's talk about tax. So we had friends over watching the grand final a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And bless his heart, there was 2 young children because I'm at the age where people have kids.
Ugh.
So weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, children are weird.
They're a bit older anyway.
Keep them away from me.
And we gave them some.
That needs some fucking context.
Listen, Linda. So we gave them like an equal amount of Smarties. Because as a kid, you're like, how many do I have compared to the sibling? Yeah. And Will walks past and he grabs one from one of the kids and puts it in his mouth. And her face was like,
she burst into
tears. So then I was like, we just had them we're trying to watch the footy. So you bribe them with chocolate to
shut up,
sit down and be quiet.
Yeah.
And I was like, Will, you can't do that. So his idea was he took one from the other kid and then he was like, they were like crying and he was like, welcome to tax. This is what the tax will do it. This is life. And he's like, this is, you'll have to get used to this. Your hard-earned earnings will be taken away from you. And then they're like crying. And I was like, you're an adult. You could have just gotten the bag, Smarties from the bag. So
that's not giving them a life lesson, though. They didn't learn anything from it. I agree with Will.
Yeah, however, okay, normally fine, but we just gotten them quiet.
How old are they?
They were like 5 and 3.
Just tell them to shh. Quiet time.
Actually, the younger one, she wanted to have a little nap. So then I took her upstairs and she then she didn't want to go to sleep. So I gave her my iPad because the other sister
They're iPad kids, yeah.
She was watching, not like, the grand final's not very fun. We don't have a backyard for kids. So we're all watching screens. They can watch some screen. Yeah. But the sister was watching something else. Anyway, so I could not get the ClickView app to do autoplay. Bluey's episodes are 6 minutes long. So I was getting a workout. Every 6 minutes, you'd hear this.
Next episode.
Down the stairs being like, broken. And I was like, get my steps up. My steps. Could not figure it out. Googled it. Couldn't work it out. So then I was like, so now you press this button and this button and this button.
And did she get it?
No.
No.
I don't think I explained it. It was a lot. It wasn't just like you go next. There was like 3 different buttons.
All right, fair enough.
But also, figure out how to do autoplay. Or, if you need to get some more steps in, you go, kids,
just send them to the other side of the house and then let them come to you with a problem.
And then go back and fix it.
Yeah, when I was a kid, they I got some family friends that live in Canberra, and they
Why?
Well, they lived in Melbourne and then they moved to Canberra.
But why?
Did they? Yeah, they did. Yeah. So they, during the Commonwealth Games, it was the Commonwealth Games or Olympic Games, and Kathy Freeman was running.
Olympic Games.
I turned the TV
2000.
off. Like, I don't really care, but
I
I was like 2000, so I would have been 2. So I turned the TV off as she was running.
You were 2?
Yeah, because I was born in 1998.
Yeah, I was 5.
Yeah, there you go. You're not much. You're only 3 years older than me.
4 years older than you. I would have been 6 then. I was in prep in grade 2000.
God, that makes you seem old as fuck, doesn't it? Jesus.
What?
God, that's so old. But yeah, I turned the TV off, so the other kids that were older picked me up and put me in like a plastic moving tub and put the lid on it, and then just sat on top so I couldn't get out. There's photos of me in the tub.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone thought it was hilarious. They took photos of me in the tub. All the kids on top of it, so I couldn't get out. But yeah, that was my lesson.
Should we lodge this with?
No. It's probably past. It's like.
I mean, if it happened now.
Oh, if it happened now, yeah. I don't know. Let's maybe not talk about that. Let's maybe not talk about child abuse on it.
No, times have changed.
Yeah, times have changed a lot.
You're in a plastic tub.
Yeah, they put me in it and they just sat on top of it. But
and you know what? Back then you couldn't rewind.
No, it was live and I turned it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was no like.
They were all getting up and excited, and then I found the remote and pressed the off button and turned the whole screen off.
So were you just born a pest?
Oh yeah.
Just came out being like, "What's up?"
Yeah. I've causing grief or being mischievous.
Is that what's going to be on your tombstone?
Yeah, caused a lot of grief, caused a lot of problems.
But you've helped people's problems too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's my redeeming quality as well. Is that I cause a lot of problems, but I also help.
Problem causer, fix them.
Yeah.
No.
Problem causer, problem fixer. That's going to be like my tattoo across my chest.
Such is life. What's the other one?
Carpe diem or whatever it is. Yeah, I'm not a bra boy.
Carpe diem.
Yeah, I'm not a bra boy, so I'm not going to get. Oh no, that's my brother's keeper, isn't it?
I've got no
I
idea.
don't know. I think that's the bra boys. The Cronulla Riots. Bra boys. I'm pretty sure they had my brother's keeper.
I've never heard of them before.
Oh, Sydney based. But
Are they Ashays?
no, I think they're just a gang. I think it was a big like race riot or something like that. I don't know. Not my avenue of expertise. Mine is fat loss. But yeah, like I think the other when I was in school, I think I told this on the earlier episode of a podcast with Matt, but we all got MacBooks from the government. You being a teacher would know this. We all got all students would have got MacBooks. You were teaching a fucking wild. You should know. I'm not like.
How many years?
Actually, I suppose you're only 3 years younger than me, right? Or older than me.
Yeah, I would. No.
Yeah, so you would have graduated. You would have been teaching by that point, surely?
No.
No.
I didn't start teaching until like 2020.
Oh yeah, I was out by 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so no.
fine. Yeah. So we got MacBooks from the government, and all the kids had them. And then one day we were supposed to do like the computer guys were supposed, like the IT tech room was supposed to do an update. So they would update to the next version of the Mac OS, but it means you had to wipe everything off the computer. We had all our games on there.
Why?
Well, because you don't need to. I think they just need to install some new software or whatever. So they were just going to wipe them because it was going to be easier. But we wanted to keep all our games and all our downloaded movies so that we could play them and watch them during class. So me and my mates, we took all the laptops. We said we got permission from the IT guys to do it. They're like, hey, can we help you update the computers? And they're like, sure, go for it. They told us explicitly yes. In the end, they fucking denied everything. But essentially, they gave us access. Like, I reckon we got 4 hours out of class per day for a whole week, and we rounded up everyone's MacBooks in the school and put pirated software on all the government computers.
Oh my god! On purpose.
Well, yeah. Well, I didn't know it was pirated at the time. I found out afterwards that my mates had downloaded it from Pirate Bay. But yeah, they're like hundreds, like 'cause there were like 800 kids at the school.
Jesus.
Yeah, like Campbell. So
oh yeah,
it was there. So, do you remember Mr. Kearney?
Yeah.
You do?
Embezzlement man.
Yeah, him. Yeah. He went off at us. Like he pulled us into his office one day with the principal. You probably know her
Sandy
too.
Begg.
Yeah, her too. Yeah. And they went. She was actually really nice.
She was lovely.
Because she knew that he was fucking flipping it for no
Good
reason.
cup, bad cup.
Yeah. But she was like
For no reason.
She apologized to us afterwards because he went fucking lost. It was
Did
like
you cry?
I didn't, but the kids next to me, was
You're like, I'm Patrick. I have no emotion.
I was terrified. I thought we were going to get expelled, but
You left anyway.
No, this was fucking years later.
Oh, okay.
This would have been like year 8, year 7.
Who trusted a kid to do that anyway?
Well, we were fucking nerds. Like, we were the nerds. I won't lie. We were the fucking nerds. We
Were
didn't
you good at IT?
Yeah, I still am. That's. I am the reason we have all this. I picked all the fucking parts. So essentially he flipped it, started screaming and swearing at us and all this kind of stuff because he knew, we didn't know how illegal it was to put pirated software on 800 government computers and also have all the teachers' passwords and things like that. But they never told any of our parents. They didn't call home. They didn't tell anyone.
Well, because they probably get in trouble for allowing you to do that.
Yeah, I went and they didn't go tell their parents. I was like, I'm going to fucking tell my mum because this cunt swore at me. So I went and told mum, and she was like, "Oh well, you're lucky you didn't get in more trouble." Because it would all fallen back on him though.
Yeah, because why are you letting kids do someone else's teacher's job?
Yeah, because he called the IT guys, and he's like, "Did you tell them to do this?" And of course they said no.
But then how did you get them all?
Because we went classroom to classroom, and we're like, "Hey guys, we need all your laptops," and the teachers are like, "Sure, okay," and just handed over, like, got everyone in the classroom to write down their username and password, as well as the teacher's username and password. Gave these 4 fucking, what were we, like 13 years old at the time, all their laptops, 30 kids in a class, and we went to every class from like year 6, I think, had them, all the way to year 9.
How did you get away with that without anyone seeing it?
Well, they came in. They came in and they were like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" Like, "Oh, we're just doing oh fuck, what was her name? You probably know her too. This year level coordinator."
I don't remember that much. It was a long time ago.
No, well, she came in. Miss Begg came in. They all came in and they were like, we might have to bleep these names out. I don't know. I don't fucking care. But they came in and they're like, "Oh, what are you guys doing?" Like, "Oh, we're just updating all the computers." And they're like, "Okay, no worries. Off you go." And they did it like 3 or 4 times. I reckon there was a whole week there. We were out of class for about 3 or 4 hours a day, just sitting in an empty room, just updating laptops. All you have to do is plug a USB and click update and then just type in their password. And we did that for every computer in school.
But then what did you put as on the pirated?
Nothing. It was just like, there was nothing, like, it wasn't like there was a virus or anything in it. It was just an illegally downloaded version of a software that the government should have bought.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was my...
That's hilarious.
And then the poor IT guys had to go back and undo all the work we'd done.
Well, they should have just done their job in the first place, not let kids do it.
Yeah, well, we thought we were being helpful. We just wanted to keep our games in the end of it. But
did you get to keep your games in the end?
I don't remember, actually.
Actually, when I was at Caringbah, like, there was an IT class and we learnt coding.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I remember we had to like make websites. This was like before MySpace was a thing.
Did you go to Boardwalk or did you go to Jamison Way?
Both.
Yeah, right.
And it was, I don't know what they called it. IT class, I think it was called.
Yeah.
And we had to make websites and the coding was so hard. And I was like, my background was purple and then all of a sudden I had all this stuff on it and then I did one little thing and everything was gone. And I just it was so hard. And I was like, no.
Yeah.
And then we did, it was basically GarageBand.
Good old GarageBand, yeah.
Yeah, and like we all got like burnt CDs with like
oh, really?
the song that you made. It was like
actually, like coming back to that, we had the whole music program set up and because the kids, like, so we were in that music program, I don't remember what it was, but the teacher came to us after we'd done all the computer stuff and she's like, "Please tell them that the music program had nothing to do with you updating all the computers," because they assumed that like it had something to do with it and they shut this whole music program down because of it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was Mr. Kearney fucking...
What music program?
I don't remember what it was called. I don't remember what it was about, but I remember that we were in it.
Did you have to learn an instrument?
No, I think it was like a performance thing. So some of the kids in there were like doing like playing an instrument, but then the other kids that were more interested in like the IT stuff were doing like all like the background stuff of like setting everything up. So I'm pretty sure that's what I was doing. But yeah, Mr. Kearney fucking got mad with power and decided, "I'm going to scorch earth everything," and he shut the whole music program down.
Well, probably you like notified the police of his embezzlement.
Oh, I didn't even know he did it till years after. There was one year he fell off the stage giving a speech, and I laughed because I was like, "Fuck you."
God.
He was I shouldn't.
His wife was horrible too, Mrs. Kearney.
Yeah, I don't think I ever had her, but she was at Jamison Way for a while, and then I think she moved to Boardwalk, right? I feel like we can't talk about this stuff on a podcast.
Why?
Maybe without names.
Beep. Beep.
Sorry, Reese, you might have to beep out some names here, but
Oh gosh. Well, when I went to Boardwalk, I learnt the saxophone.
so did I.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I was like, Lisa Simpson vibes.
Yeah, I think I had to go to Boardwalk as well for it.
I think
Yeah.
I learnt it. It was grade 5. Yep, I learnt it in grade 5. And then I think I did piano in grade 6.
No, I didn't do it. I think I only did.
I was not musical, but I love doing extracurricular activities. That meant no class time.
Exactly. Did you have wood tech?
Yeah, I think in one of the years I made a house.
That was so good. Wood tech was the fucking best. Mr. V, he was a sick teacher. We made catapults.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was cool.
I don't remember too much of that. I remember at Willie High when I went there, in year 9, you had to like select electives. And well, you know what I'm like when I forget to do something and then put it off.
Yeah.
Just like the smallest thing ever. Don't know why anxiety happens because of it. Anyway,
Yeah.
I never chose electives. So then obviously I got put into the ones that
The dunce ones.
were empty.
Yeah.
Some of them were great. I was in marine biology. Loved it. Went
That's
snorkeling
cool.
with seals. Went snorkeling lots.
That's a blow off class and a half.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I removed the ink from a squid.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. The other one was electronics. And the people that chose to be in it a lot of them loved it. And you had to just, where you put like the soldering stuff.
Yeah, like you're finishing circuits and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone most people made a car or something. I had a group of friends and we would sit outside if it was sunny, or I would just melt the soldering on the bench, which like you could do it. And then I reckon that's all I did. I never built anything. It just was a nice consistency of, when you're just melting it. But we should have known we were ADHD back then.
Yeah, that's
Capital T.
That's a we didn't have anything like that at Karen Ballock.
We also had boat building where they made a boat.
building.
Yeah, they made, as in like,
What a fucking stupid class.
no, like they all made like a big
boat.
sailboat.
Yeah, but what is unless you want to be like a carpenter or like a boat builder?
A carpenter, yeah. You
Do
tell
they
me,
not just have a carpentry class that teaches you like how to build joins and stuff like that? We had that. We didn't have boat building.
well, they made a big boat. They all did it. Like they worked on the same boat.
I'm not saying it's not impressive. I just don't. Why is it? What year were you?
You're 9.
Year 9 boat building.
Yeah, because it was one of the electives. There was like, textiles, like
Yeah, we did textiles.
cooking,
Yeah.
visual, some sort of arts.
Yeah, visual arts.
Like there was just a range of different things.
Yeah.
There was lots that you could choose from.
We didn't. I went to Point Cook Senior and we didn't have that luxury.
Cooking, I fucking loved cooking.
Yeah, what's his name? What was he?
I don't know.
What was the cooking teacher's name? He was in that
I don't remember doing cooking.
food tech
I
at
swear.
Jamison Way. You know where the
No, because I was there in grade 6.
yeah, it was food tech.
You don't do food tech in grade 6.
I did. I'm almost
Well,
positive I did.
I was older than you. Remember, I was in grade 6 and there was a year 7.
yeah,
there was
so
no
I
one
would've been-
above,
I
so
would have been
they-
year 3. We might have been there. What year did you go there?
No.
Well, if you were 3 years older than me,
No, only the grade 6s, I think, and the year 7s were, grade 5, 6, I think, were at Jamison when Jamison only opened. I was the first year that was there. So we were
right.
we were all at Boardwalk.
I got there in year 3.
We were all at Boardwalk.
Yeah.
Then they opened Jamison, and the grade 6s and the year 7s went to Jamison. And then that was for a year. And then if you lived on one side of Dunnings Road, in year 7, you got sent back to Boardwalk, or they kept.
The more you know. Didn't know that. I got there in year 3.
Where did you go before?
Footscray City Primary.
Oh, yeah, I think.
No, I did. I don't know if I've spoken about this either. I did a year at Steiner School. The fucking biggest waste of time that was.
Did you learn to play with sticks?
Pretty much.
What did you do the whole time?
I don't even remember. I did 2 years of prep. I did the first year of prep in Steiner, and then Mum was like, "This is fucking stupid.
He hasn't learned anything."
No, you're gonna go do some mainstream." And I never passed a math test ever. Never passed a single one in
So
my
you missed that fundamentals.
in 12 years of school. I've never passed a math test. And I've never, to be fair, all the teachers that said, you won't never have a calculator in your pocket. Well, lady?
Well,
I do now. And
I've got Google.
Yeah.
I've got everything.
Yeah. And I've never need to find the third side of a triangle or work out the value for fucking Z. Never need any of that. But yeah, Steiner School. So I remember I must have been an idiot, but I ended up I thought it was beeswax because we were playing with beeswax. That's what we did a lot. So I just did anything with chewy substance to be beeswax. So I picked some gum up off the floor and stuck it in my hair. Someone's fucking manky old chewing gum. No, it wasn't in my hair. Oh. I stuck it in some other kid's hair, and then they had to cut his hair off.
Oh my gosh.
His parents came down and everything, and I had to just snip that piece of hair off.
I did something evil when I was a kid.
What did you do?
Okay, so I had the star role for grade 2 play.
Oh yeah, what was the play?
It was like a take on like a nursery fairy tale type thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I had like the main role. And then I think I was sick for like 5 days with tonsillitis or something. And I came back and my arch nemesis took my spot. She was just horrible to me. Anyway.
How old are you in year 2?
I was like 8, 7. Anyway, I must have been a bit angry and I just wanted to have some payback.
Yeah.
So, we used to get book club.
Yeah.
you order it from the catalogue and you get it back.
Yeah.
I decided to hide hers. I buried it in the sandpit.
Wow, you're fucking vindictive.
And then my best friend told on me.
Oh, you got dobbed in?
Straight away.
What a rat.
Well, the guilt had already set in. My heart was pumping. And then my principal at the time came in and was like,
I hate it when they do that.
And I was like, shit, I'm fucked up here now.
Yeah.
I've really fucked up. This is cemented into my life forever.
Yeah, it's done for
and
you.
then I remember being in the office and I like hysterically crying, probably panic attack or 5. And I remember so like explicitly they made me draw my actions with this blue pencil, and it was like the naughty blue pencil because you're not allowed to draw with blue, you have to draw with grey lead. And I remember I had to draw my actions and I had to take it home to get it signed by a parent.
That you buried someone's book in the sandpit.
Yeah, we all learn. Anyway, I thought it was really smart and I folded the piece of paper so you could only see parent signature sign here. And I was like to my stepmom, can you please sign this? And she goes, God. What is it? And she's like, you'll have to get that checked by your father. And I was like, okay. I thought I was dead. Anyway, he just said, was she a bitch? And I was like, And then me and that girl were never friends. And I was like quite small and runty looking. And she was like a bit like bigger than me.
Yeah.
And I remember she like ripped off my glasses. And in my head, I was like, if I run at her really fast, I'll knock her over. And I kind of I was like, running so far. And she was like this. And I was like, pew.
And you just bounced off her?
Yeah.
Jeez, it sounds like you were always into stuff at school.
What do you mean?
What year? Which school did you go to first?
This was Altona Gate Primary.
That's just around the corner, is it not?
Yeah, people's houses are there. No, that was just like,
What do you mean people's houses are there? They knock it down?
Yeah. Because when I was there was like less than 100 people there.
Right, okay.
That was just, I wanted to be the lead role. And then I had to be
a tree.
I'm not over it now.
Yeah, I never did school plays or anything like that. I did.
Only early primary school. Then I was like, I'm too cool for this.
Yeah, too cool. Yeah, we had to do like I
got started getting too nervous.
Yeah, I have. Like we all know I don't public speak, but we did.
Just quietly in, a room. You're publicly speaking right now.
Oh, I am publicly speaking, but this is different to having a room full of people. Like we had to do a music performance at this would have been probably year 8, 7, something like that. And I was playing the guitar, and there was like 3 other kids playing the guitar, so it wasn't just me playing the guitar by myself. So I was like, I haven't practiced for any of this. No. I just reached down and just turned the amplifier down so that my guitar made no noise at all. So I just strummed along. I didn't know what I was doing. I was watching the other kids like, oh yeah, fucking move your finger here, move your finger there. And then, I just turned everything off so that my guitar made zero noise so I didn't look like an idiot.
Speaking of when I did saxophone, we had to, Century Lake Shopping Centre.
Oh.
They opened up a Bendigo Bank and it was we had an opening and I performed at it with, I'll have to get the photo. I'm with my saxophone and people were singing and we were playing the sax.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also was in the school choir in grade 5.
Jeez, you're very musically inclined.
I'm not at all. I did all the sports too. I just love to get out of class. And, well, my sister joined, thank you to my sister, she joined the choir and I found out that it was all these schools like joining to do one big choir. And so to practice, I think it was like twice a week you traveled to different schools. So I thought it's like at least 30 minutes on the bus there. 2-hour practice, 30 minutes back.
Yeah.
Shit, that's like 3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm good to go. So then I didn't realize we had to perform at the Performing Arts Centre. It was like one night and we were all wearing each school was wearing a different coloured top.
Yeah.
Anyway, the song was You Raise Me Up. And those dancers so I can stand a mountain. Yeah.
Oh wow. Did you sing or you could have just moved your mouth and it wouldn't have
No, I sung in a choir. You can't hear as bad I am. There was 100 kids in it or something.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
what I mean. You wouldn't even need to sing. You just move your mouth. That's what we did for the.
I never do things half-assed, Patrick.
No, that's true. That's true. I did that for the. Because every Monday morning having to sing the bloody
As we head to school on Monday morning to Foxwood Drive. That was Boardwalks before Caramballic was the thing.
Yeah.
What is it? Caramballic College is the place for me. It's a school and community where I like to be.
God, that's embarrassing. Yeah, every Monday morning. God, that's such a lame song too. And they used to play it over the speaker when it was time for recess to end.
Oh, really?
Had to go back in the line up.
No, I remember my school was my first school was I can see clearly now.
Yeah.
You know those ones?
I think it had to be royalty free. The one down the road here plays Green Day and stuff.
Oh, yeah. My old school used to play.
Yeah, that's sick. We had to listen to some homemade crap music.
Now we listened, ours were just any songs.
Yeah, right. No, not at Caramballic, not at Jamison Way. Must have the
And then you get to high school and it was just bing, bing.
Yeah, so much better. High school was so much better.
Yeah, the canteen was better too.
Nah, have you ever had moosies?
What?
Did you ever have those when you were at Caramballic? Moosies? The ice creams that were there was a mint one, there was a strawberry one. No.
When I was at Boardwalk, they still sold lollies.
Yeah, well, that's when they Jamie Oliver went through his bloody health kick. And
no, we had those sugar clouds and dippers. Yeah, I remember for a while we'd go home from school and you'd walk past the milk bar and I went through a Kit Kat chunky face. But I was doing sport so many times a week. I didn't become chunky then.
Is this the milk bar that's
the one on the corner of Foxwood Drive
and all the houses and stuff there?
Boardwalk.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
because that was the only thing before
the town centre and things like that.
Yeah, and I remember I think my parents had said something like, "Oh, I hope they still do well when the town centre opens up."
They're still there.
Yeah. Anyway, I just sort of said things that, probably didn't have a filter. And then I was friends with the girl who her parents owned it. Yeah. And I was like, hopefully you still do okay when the town centre opens. Just repeating what I'd heard. And she didn't talk to me for a while. Yeah, well. Understandably. But I was like, I'm just trying to share the niceness.
Yeah, no.
That was my Sunday outing. Me and my sister would walk to the milk bar and, kids these days can do anything they want. That was a big thing. We'd cross Boardwalk Boulevard by ourselves.
Yeah, spooky.
Bad bitches.
But we were allowed to go out for year 12. They let us go out for lunchtime.
What? Oh, we were never allowed in 10, 11, 12, but you went to Hot Wings Chips.
Is that the one on the corner?
Yeah, Winstown.
Yeah, I know the one you mean. Oh. Reese took me there. He's like, these things are the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know the one you mean. It's owned by the Vietnamese people or whatever.
Yeah, and they make.
He said it's been the same owners for years though.
Yeah, I think owners might have changed recently. But if you'd leave, you'd just turn a certain teacher would be like, I haven't seen you. Like you'd both be there and you're like,
oh yeah, don't know these kids, not in their school uniform. But yeah, we were allowed to go out, and I think something happened, and they stopped us going out. It's like when I dropped out, I didn't say goodbye to anyone. I didn't care. I was like, I'm cool. I'm just going to drop out. That's the cool thing to do, right? So
beauty school, high school dropout.
That's me. I didn't have any certs. Well, I went and got cert 3 and cert 4, I suppose. But I got the forms because I spoke to Mum about it for a few weeks in advance, and she's like, oh, okay, you can make this like next week your last week. I'll sign the forms, and you can just go back, have one more week, and then you can leave. Like, okay.
You signed the forms and didn't go back?
No, I signed the forms and took them back that day. I walked back to the school at like 4 p.m. and just handed them in.
And then didn't go back?
No, I never went back. No, best decision I ever made.
Well, that's when I left Campbellic. So I think all through year 7, I was like, I want to move schools. And my parents like, oh. And then we looked at like Thomas Carr, obviously not religious, lived too far away.
Yeah.
And I was like,
those schools are strict.
What are we going to do? How are we going to get me out of here? And Willie High had the sports program.
Yeah.
So I got through with sports scholarship.
Yeah, right.
2 days before year 8 started. Anyway, I was like, catcher. It was like 2 weeks in and people messaging me and being like, are you coming back to school? I was like, no, I moved.
Yeah, because did you go from year 8 to year 12 at Willie High?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Because like in year 7 at Campbellic, you still had the one teacher for everything.
Yeah, you did. You're right. Except for like food tech and things like that.
Well, we barely had any of that because it was the second year of high school that the school had ever had.
Yeah.
And I swear, I mean, people probably would love it now, but I reckon one of my subjects that we did at school with this teacher, she was so boring, but it was super coach.
Super coach.
Like for footy, like fantasy AFL.
Oh, yeah.
That was like maths and something for a while.
Teach your kids
I reckon
how to
we
gamble.
watched Back to the Future like 50 times. Our science subject was you had to dissect like fucking raisins from a fruitcake. I don't know what.
God, that's some budget cuts and a half, right?
Yeah,
there.
and I was like, I was just bored out of my brains.
Oh, that's pretty good. Did you have the yellow brick road there at the time? One that went down the middle?
I can't remember. I think so.
When you walked out of the office?
Yeah.
The yellow brick road, you had to sit there if you had no hat. No hat, no play.
Yeah.
Still on the yellow brick road. God, I remember.
I used to hang near the like basketball court portables.
Which ones? There were 2.
Well, I don't know. There was probably only one when I was there.
Was it the one where all like the big double-story buildings are, or was it the one further down the back near the Oval?
There was no double-story buildings.
Oh, really?
Double-story buildings.
Where all the year 7s and 8s are and 9s are?
No.
So
we
next
had,
to the office, there's a double-story building. Yeah, there's a double-story building there now. Well, it's been there for years. Right on the road? Fuck, what if it stood like a prison camp when you went there? Fucking hell.
Well, I remember when I first went there was like a basketball court, a really tiny hall that doesn't exist anymore.
No.
And there was an oval that's not the oval that it is now. And there was like, you know where the office is? And then there was like those classrooms there in between like where the yellow brick place was. Like actual buildings.
Oh, further down the end?
Yeah,
near
like
the wetland section?
Right near Dunnings Road. That side.
Oh.
Anyway, it was basically just that. And then I remember we got some portables and that's where the year 7s we went in. We like the first years that were in that one.
The portables sucked. They always stank and they always got really hot.
Mm.
Pretty miserable. I lived off one of the side streets of that school, like 30 seconds away. That's how we went there. Yeah. There you go. Fun little fact.
Fun.
All right, we got to go train.
Yeah, we do.
All right, well, thank you for listening to us talk about our primary school days. If you took some value from that.
And I swear, I've learned I don't bury people's stuff. I do hide things, though.
You do. I think that trait's carried with you. You hid Josh's supplements the other week.
And I hid your food the other day.
Well, that's right, you did too. I forgot about that. But thank you for watching.
Listening,
whatever you've done. We'll talk about some more fitness stuff next week. I think we're going to rotate between more like just lifestyle stuff and then we'll do some fitness stuff, lifestyle, fitness, lifestyle,
you
fitness.
just tell us what you want to hear. Can they do that?
Suppose we, yeah, whatever. I don't mind.
What do you want to hear? Bum, bum, bum.
Send one of us a message, probably Nicole, because she checks her messages more than I do.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Cool. All right. Goodbye.
Bye.